I can't believe that you can get gold or oil at these prices, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. There's so much going on right now, and I want to talk to you about a lot of it because it's going to help you become a better investor and also to understand a lot of stuff that's going on in the Middle East right now and how that's going to be affecting gold and oil and things like that. Right now, it's time where the January effect is active. The next few weeks you can get stocks at a discount. We've got to talk about all of that in this video. At the same time, I want to talk about how there's American drones over Gaza right now. A lot of people don't know that. As well, they just had an Ohio-class submarine surface in the Suez Canal, adding to the deterrence of the aircraft carrier groups. As well, I want to talk about the speech by Nasrallah, who's the leader of Hezbollah in Lebanon, because that's the second front that the world powers seem to be so worried about. What did Nasrallah say, and how did that affect the markets? And lastly, I'm embarrassed to talk about how Tammy and my father have been working on me for 15 years, and I finally broke down that I'm ashamed to say we are going to be having a big Peter Leeds sale.
At Peter Leeds, we're all about getting you profits quickly and easily. Please subscribe for more premium investor enlightenment.
But in the meantime, and always, we ask you to please do the Peter Leeds trifecta. Like the video, make a comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, make sure you click the alert bell. And I wanted to talk about the Nasrallah speech. He's the leader of the Hezbollah group in Lebanon. And if you've heard about the second front that Israel's worried about, that America is worried about, they're talking about Hezbollah attacking Israel. Hezbollah is 10 to 15 times more powerful than Hamas. They're widely supported by Iran themselves. And that is part of the reason there's so many aircraft carriers showing up all of a sudden, subs showing up. And there's all the shuttle diplomacy with Blinken bouncing around to different countries, even Biden. As soon as things started falling off the rails, I was amazed to see the kind of response that the United States had. I think that they're belying how worried they are about this entire situation. But luckily, the speech from Nasrallah actually calmed things down. There's worries that might have been a declaration of war, an actual attack on Israel. And if Hezbollah attacked Israel, that would mean that the United States would have to get directly, heavily involved. And to keep us ad-free and sponsorship-free, please consider helping us out at the Peter Leeds Army. $3 a month. It's about 10 cents a day. Say a stock goes from $3 to $1, a lot of investors will sell those shares just to take the tax loss, to say that they've lost that money to offset other gains. And what that means is that there's a lot of unnatural selling and a lot of shares that have come down in price that may be worth the price that they're at. Those shares will come down even further because a lot of investors are taking the loss on them. That's why between now and into deep December, you're going to see shares of stocks that are trading at a discount getting even less expensive. And if you've got your eye on some of these companies, you're going to want to scoop them up at these undervalued prices, in my opinion. This is not personalized trading advice. And we'll talk about a few of the January effect stocks that we like in the Peter Leeds newsletter. There are U.S. drones flying over Gaza right now. They're not weaponized. They're just acting as surveillance cameras. But they're giving information to the Israeli military, which is fine because they're allies, of course. But the point is, if you don't think America is getting more and more involved in this war, then you're mistaken. They're using their battleship to take out, or basically be an anti-missile battery, to take out a bunch of missiles coming over from Syria. And now to join their carriers, they just showed up with a Ohio-class submarine, which is one of their best ones, in the Suez Canal. And I'll show you on the maps here. Here's the Suez Canal. Here's the Strait of Hormuz, so that Iran's going to shut down. That's the one where 33% of the world's natural gas supplies flows through every day. But listen to this. U.S. military said a guided missile submarine has arrived in the Middle East. A message of deterrence clearly directed at regional adversaries as the Biden administration tries to avoid a broader conflict amid the Israel-Hamas war. And they posted a picture, an announcement, to show off the submarine, that it's in the Suez Canal, because they needed it to be a deterrent, which means you need to know or be aware of its presence. Each of these subs carries 154 Tomahawk cruise missiles, which is 50% more than American military guided missile destroyers, and 4 times that what the U.S. Navy's newest attack subs are armed with. It's really all kind of freaking me out, the level of the speed of the deterrence, that if you think about it, it was only a few weeks ago, nothing was going on. And then all of a sudden now, we've got 3 carrier strike groups. We've got a submarine, one that's been identified, probably a lot more floating around or hanging around in the Mediterranean right now. The problem is there's a lot of people who have the ability to take actions in the conflicted region, will bring more people into the war that will want the war to expand. So there's a lot of efforts trying to avoid a broader war, but there are some people on the ground who are trying to expand the war, such as why there's missiles coming over from Yemen, coming over from Syria. All of this whole event, the situation in the Middle East, has the potential in many different ways to spiral out of control really quickly. There's a lot of moving parts, and that's what always gets me more concerned. That's why you want to be positioned ahead of time before anything breaks out, if it does, in things like oil and gold. And for subscribers of the Peter Leeds newsletter, for you today, or if not today, you'll get it tomorrow, it's a report of some of my favorite oil companies, the ones that I own personally, a few of the others that we've talked about over the years in the newsletter. You're going to see all of that and why it's so important to get involved with oil right now, and gold as well, actually, especially with all the things going on in the world, the global risk environment. At these prices for oil and gold, and this is not personalized trading advice, I don't know anything, I don't know what's going to happen with anything. I can't believe that you can get gold or oil at these prices, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now. So I don't like doing sales on my products ever. I feel that they're fairly valued, easily fairly valued, but between Tammy and my father for 15 years now, they keep suggesting that I do a sale, and I figure now's a good time because people are hurting financially right now. People need a bit of help right now. So if you're interested in getting involved with the Peter Leeds newsletter, which you absolutely should be, or with the Peter Leeds Academy, which you should be, or the 33 Profit Patterns trading course, both these online trading courses that you can learn, take at your own time, all of these we're going to have a discount on, even though it's against my instincts and my opinion. You get 25% off approximately. So the Peter Leeds newsletter, you purchase that, you get a rebate of $50. You purchase the Peter Leeds Academy, you get a rebate of $100. You purchase the 33 Profit Patterns trading course, you get a discount of $60. These discounts apply right now. You buy any of those products, Tammy will send you the rebate. It starts now and it ends on Cyber Monday, which is November 27th at midnight. But in the meantime, and always, we ask you to please do the Peter Leeds trifecta. Like the video, make a comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, make sure you click the alert bell.